Anybody else try to, like, hype up their parents when you're about to get an ass whooping? Like, hey, hang on, Dad, let's just talk this out. Hey, nice new socks you got on. This pair is slightly less gray than the last pair you had on yesterday. Looking good. And then next you know, he fucking pulls out his fucking hand and just starts beating your fucking bitch ass senseless. You know what? I was blessed. I only had to get my ass whooped once to realize that, hey, I should not be doing this. I forgot what I was doing, and I think my dad only really whooped my ass to, like, prove a point to my mom that, like, yeah, boys will be boys, but I could discipline my children. My brother, on the other hand, dude, my brother never understood the concept. That motherfucker just kept testing. My brother thought he was a politician and thought he could get away with pretty much almost everything. So I'm trying to fix my fucking mic stand. I'm doing it mid-podcast. I'm not stopping, all right? Welcome back to my NoFilter Podcast, you animals. Hope everything is going good with you guys. I apologize. I've been gone for what the fuck am I apologizing to you guys for? You guys know I work a lot, okay? No, on a serious note, I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. There we go. Daddy got called into work, and Daddy's schedule changed, so I will be leaving a little bit sooner than expected, but you know what? That's okay. And it's not like I have a life to live or anything, and that in order for me to do this job, I got to fucking make a few life adjustments. There we go, dude. Fantastic. That looks a lot better. I was trying to fix that for a minute. I don't know what was going on. I'm like, I got to start this podcast. I got to eat dinner at 7 o'clock. But, no, it's like, no, it's okay. It's not like I don't have my own life to attend to, and every time that you guys throw a fucking curveball at me, I have to adjust to it. I cannot find my fucking chapstick. I'm not upset that I can't find chapstick normally, but, like, this one I'm upset about. This is a $5 thing of chapstick that I bought at Target. Oh my god, that tastes fantastic. I just came back from the gym, hit a good chest day today. Boobs feel pumped. That's the way it should be every single time. But I'm gonna jump right into it because the topic of the week. You guys are fucking crazy if you don't think I'm gonna talk about this. About the Donald Trump getting shot at his rally. I'm going to talk about the things I noticed, the things I like. I'm no Secret Service. I'm no secret. I would tell you what I would have done in that situation, a high intense situation. Don't you fucking just love that? All these fucking asshats going, the Secret Service is fucking useless. How dare they not respond properly? It's like, dude, if the guy was X amount of yards away, I mean, I don't really know what. Okay, how do I even start this? I love when people are like that and they're over the internet. Oh, I would have done this and I would have done that. Okay, yeah, buddy. You're gonna do that with the honey bun in your pocket, you fat fuck. So I will talk about this in a serious situation though. Very serious. Glad no one got hurt besides, well, no, someone did die. I hope they rest peacefully. My respects to them and their family. Doubt they're listening to this podcast, and if they are, I don't know. I don't want to tell you about that one. But with the shooting that happened, it smells like propane in here. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'll check it out in a minute. The shooting that happened, it was very unfortunate, very sad. I don't care what side of political party you fucking lean on. You should not be shooting at anybody. Try to take someone else's life because you disagree or don't like them. I think that's fucking disgusting. Now, obviously there's certain circumstances like pedophilia or like terrorism. Like there's certain things that you can take someone's life for. I mean, fuck, dude. You touch a little kid and they're scarred for the rest of their life. I have every right to put a bullet in your head. That's just my opinion. But a guy running for president who says some shit that's kind of hurtful, kind of no reason for you to shoot him up. By the way, if you guys have seen a picture of this guy looks like the most fucking this is the kind of guy where someone's like, you have no backbone, and to prove a point, he did this to show he has backbone. And then got his fucking head shot off. Fucking disgusting. This guy looks like a fucking loser who like got yelled at by his parents and then went to his room, did 15 push-ups and went, I'm packing my shit and I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, like that's the kind of guy this guy struck me as. And so when Donald Trump probably said something or did something this guy didn't like, he's like, I'm going to shoot the president. I will admit the Secret Service kind of lacked. I feel like, but I don't know how Secret Service operates as a whole. All I know is their job is to protect the president. Okay, and now if there was Secret Service on the rooftops and stuff and all this and that, and then they should have probably spotted this guy pulling out a weapon. Maybe I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't in person. I can't tell you how the setup was, but I feel like they could have reacted a little bit faster. But other than that, I don't think they did a bad job. I think the Secret Service is gonna get a bad rep because he was shot at. But it's like, okay, are you going to blame the Secret Service while they're trying to investigate the situation, or what's going on here? I'm not personally going to blame the Secret Service. Do I think that some people slacked and kind of forgot their training? Yes, they should either be fired, find a new career, or be retrained. Because you're protecting somebody who's running for president, who was a president. He is a high risk level every single day, and if you can't protect him from getting shot, or pick up on signs that someone else is there, I think also another thing is, like I said, how fast they reacted. It was not fast enough, I don't think. But then again, I wasn't there. I guess, to be fair, they're trying to assess the situation on what's going on, who's getting shot at. But, like, the first time you hear a bullet go off, right? I mean, you should be instantly running towards the president. Nothing else matters. And I hate to say that, you don't matter. You've signed a contract saying, I'm putting my life before his. That's just kind of what you signed up for. But I'm not going to bash the Secret Service as of right now. I got nothing to say about that because I wasn't there. I don't know how the setup was. I'm surprised on how calm Donald Trump stayed when he got shot in the ear. I will say that was 100% a miracle from God himself, because I don't know where the country would be at right now if Donald Trump did get assassinated by this fucking little pussy-ass bitch who fucking... Which I have a few jokes, which I'm going to get into here in a minute, who looks like he's done nothing with his life and just gets offended by everything. This guy is probably the fucking... Nah, I'm not going to say that, because then I'm kind of like labeling a group, and that's not fair. Okay, all right, skipping over that topic. Thank God everybody's, for the most part, is safe. I feel bad for the guy who did pass away. I'm getting a phone call right now. What's going on? I'm on a podcast.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
What you did with that one cord. But never mind.
What cord?
Nothing. I found it.
Okay. You want to shoot me a text then?
No, I'm good. Bye. I will.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. Okay. Thanks for the phone call. You're probably listening in on that. I'm just looking for a cord. I'm not going to keep that from you guys. It's a pretty basic 14-second podcast phone call. Fuck, dude, I lost my train of thought. Donald Trump getting shot in the ear. Glad no one got hurt. I feel bad for the family, for the guy who got lost. Now, I want to point out, like, if you're trying to be like an assassin or you're trying to fucking like achieve something, I feel like this guy went about it all wrong. Like, this dude's like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a firearm for the first time in my life, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to try to shoot somebody high class. Now, props to the guy for trying, right? But, I mean, Donald Trump's a pretty broad dude, so I feel like if he was shot anywhere below the neck, he would have survived. Like, Donald Trump's a big guy. I don't think people really understand that. Like, not fat, but just really fucking broad. And so, I just think, I giggled to myself when this dude shot off 9 rounds, not only missed fucking almost all of them, but when he did, it was just by like the luck of the draw that he tilted his head to the right. That shit just fucking made me laugh. And at first, people were like, Donald Trump just got shot on the news at his rally. And I'm like, dude, there's no fucking way. There's no way. And so I'm watching the footage, and you know damn well that, they always teach you in school and shit, and like police academy and stuff. They're like, if there's one shooter, there's another. They don't just do it by themselves normally. There's always just another person there to do the same thing. His buddy's like, all right, you go first, and I will join in once we get the party rocking. And saw his buddy get shot dead, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm not doing what he's doing. This motherfucker got me cooked. Nah, dude, that was fucked up. There was most definitely another shooter there, though. I'm 100% sure. There's always more than just one. You don't do that shit alone. You always have a friend that's willing to do shit and die for you. Like me and John. If I told John right now, let's go fucking 100+ miles on the highway and cause some chaos, John's gonna do it with me because John loves me and John fucking and John's willing to die for me. And I will do the same for John. Me and John have been through a lot together, in which recently I just had a memory pop up. 4 years ago, we were playing the song "Here Comes Goodbye" by Rascal Flatts. Am I saying his name right? And he was going 109 in his truck. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking, dude. It was on some back road. It wasn't reliable. I don't know what the fuck we were doing. What does this mean? Okay. There we go. But then I also had a few memories pop up. Me and John were shooting fireworks off on a back road about this time last year. I'm going to say a few days ago, 2 years ago, I mean. So 2 years ago, so Monday 2 years ago, me and John and Noah, we were out shooting fireworks off on a back road. And on these back roads, these people are fucking anal. They're fucking rich white people. You know how they are. They're fucking property in their land. Go anywhere near it, they fucking start acting like they're Columbus and fucking discovered all of it. Am I thinking of the right guy? Dude, I've been drawing blank on history lately. I don't know what it's been like. I just feel like I need to relearn my history because I just think I've been slacking on it. Like, if I have to question on who discovered what and when, who did what and when, I think I got a problem. But anyway, me and John were in his fucking 2000 Ford Sport Explorer, Ford, whatever, and we started shooting fireworks off, and we see his headlights coming from the fucking nowhere. Like, we see this guy whip out of his driveway, and we're down the road, so we got some time to react. And we leave his truck running. We just turn the headlights off. And John's like, "Oh fuck, get in the car, get in the truck. We're cooked." And so we're driving, right? And John gets in the car, and I'm trying to get into his back seat because that was the first door I could get into. And I threw the phone, the firework, my wallet in there, and he starts driving. John's going 30 miles an hour, and I'm holding on to his fucking seat, and then the door, and I'm still hanging outside the fucking truck. I'm like, "John, slow down." He's like, "I can't, just pull yourself in." And at this point, I haven't been hitting the gym yet. Like, I'm still fucking like 105 pounds. You'd think I could pull myself up, but I could not manage. And so John, I finally get myself in the truck, and 3 seconds later, John takes this hard 90-degree turn in his truck, right turn, both the whole left side of the truck, just fucking on one side. I'm messing up my word in here. On one side, we're on two wheels right now, and I'm just thinking to myself, we're gonna fucking die. We're gonna die. I got work tomorrow. I got bills. I can't do it. Things that a normal 18-year-old would think. I think I would die if I got upset and I knew I was getting a big tax return. But no, that was about 2 years ago that I got that memory. That was some good fucking times. And I want to address another topic. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank now. I got that phone call and it kind of just threw me off, just like my topics I had in mind. Which is, I want to go look at this truck at this dealership, man. I really do. But it's like, I don't want a $700 car payment. What the fuck? I don't want a $700 car payment. Like, I know it doesn't have to be that, but when you're looking at like it's a 2024. Like, that's like fucking 15 years newer than what I got now, obviously. And it's like, I love my truck now. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, fuck, man. If I could just have a brand new truck, no miles on it, got all the warranties you could fucking imagine, and I don't know, that would be nice. I would truly enjoy that. I don't know. I don't want to have any more payments for cars. Like, I want to take like that extra $500 a month, and I want to go do something with it. Like, I want to go travel. I want to like invest in stocks. I want to be. I don't know. I think like I just want to be rich, but I want things nice. But I know like I got to drive this average truck. That's not like the highest trim, but it gets me to A and B. I just really want to be rich. I want to be so rich I could pay dirty whores just to say I've been with them, even though I have not been with them. Happily married, fucking, right? Here's my dream. All right, I'm going to give you the psychotic dream first. But, I'll give you the real dream, and I'll tell you the real dream I'm going to get, okay? My dream, I want to fucking own a house, sports car, like a Camaro, or not Camaro, fucking Corvette, truck, maybe 1 to 3 kids, 2 to 4 dogs, 5-bedroom house, 3 bath, brick, of course. Got a lawn, front and back and sides. That's important. People go, I want a yard. I want a yard. Really, motherfucker? How much yard do you want? You want side yard, backyard, front yard, across the street yard? What the fuck you want? Fucking, I want a beautiful wife. I want a beautiful wife who's not gonna fucking suck another ball sack while I'm gone. What else do I want? What else do I want? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I want to shoot a 300. That too, but like that's not part of the house stream. I think that's it. Like I'm not a big maintenance guy, so I'm not gonna fucking have tools all over my garage. I'm not about that fucking life. I've discovered guys who are like in the maintenance, like that's their whole personality. Like kind of like how I'm all about the gym. Like they're all about cars. They're like, yeah, man, just fucking did a transmission swap. I'm doing this to a headlight. And car guys always like know terms that I wouldn't know. So they're always throwing in like random shit. Like I changed out this headlight with the fucking harness and I changed out some fuses. It's like, dude, all you did was just pull out the light and plug it back in. Like calm the fuck down. I need you to take a minute here. And you know what's funny? I have a few friends who are like in the cars, and then I have a few friends who are like mechanics, and there's two separate beasts, by the way. People who are like really in the cars and they know like about their car. That's cool. Like they know about their car, but some of my friends who are mechanics, dude, just straight up fucking retards. Like you ask them like, hey, you ask them like a basic like question about measurements. They can't fucking tell you, but they'll know how to rebuild a motor in about 3 hours and a few beers. Like I don't know how I got on this topic. Rich. Where I want to be, right? Being rich. I want to be so fucking rich. Okay? So rich. But I don't want anyone to know I'm rich. I want to be so fucking rich that like fuck, dude, what do I want to be? What do I want to spend my money on? This is my problem. If I'm rich, like if I'm being used because I don't know what to spend my money on, right? Fuck. Honestly, to be honest, I would hire a maid. I would hire a maid and be like, I will give you a couple G's if you could organize everything in my house from color to size to weight to density and just go at it and leave for a week. And if you can do that, then I will give you a couple G's. Like that's how rich I want to be after a certain point. Okay. Just got a message. I'm not gonna reply back to that. Not important. Fuck. Speaking of bowling, I have not picked up a bowling ball in a hot minute. My forearms have been sore as fuck. I feel like this month is flying by, probably because I'm out actually doing shit. Oh, this is what I'd spend my money on. Ready? I would fucking go to the city, like a Wrigley Field game. Probably versus the White Sox, because they're fucking garbage, and that's a guaranteed win. Like, you don't have to sweat. Yeah. Probably like the White Sox. Or, I don't know, the Cardinals. I just bumped my mic, I'm sorry. And I would rent out the entire bleacher seat, and I would pay the fucking batters to always aim for to pay for the bleachers. So I only get it. That's the only exception I have. I would buy out like half the stadium to where the balls always end up at. I would love to. I mean, like, how fast are those balls coming down on you? No homo, right? Thinking about it, just like. How fast are they coming down? Can you catch that shit barehanded? Yeah, people do it all the time. But, like, does it, like, leave a welt or anything? All right, here's what I would do. I would buy out the stadium. Nah, then it's no fun. Because then I can't, like, fucking... They're going to show the kiss cam. And what I'm going to be kissing? The fucking... myself? I would buy out the bleacher spot where the most balls are hit and gotten. And then I would invite a few friends, right? And then, at that point, I would just fucking... Yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. I would just buy out the bleacher and just fucking have a good time. I never understood, like, why hot dogs are fucking, like, $9 for one in the city. That's fucking crazy. Like, not even in a city, but, like, at a regularly field game, it's like, dude, you're paying these guys, like, $7 an hour to fucking serve me a hot dog, and you're gonna charge me $9? I basically just paid for this guy 2 hours worth of work. The fuck you have me doing out here? God damn. But no, I've been enjoying my fucking July for sure. This is I want to say it's been like one of the most expensive month for me, where I've gone to like a Cubs game. Where else did I go? I went to a few parties. I'm going to Cody Johnson this Saturday. I am very excited to go to Cody Johnson. I don't know. Fuck, I keep bumping my mic, dude. I'm just not facing the right way. I'm very excited to go to Cody Johnson. I've seen Adam Calhoun. I've seen Craig Morgan, Toby Keith, Brantley Gilbert, Tom something. I've seen Nickelback. I've seen Brantley Gilbert like twice, I believe. Twice or three times. I got his drum cover. I got Brantley Gilbert's drum cover. He tossed it like a frisbee in the air, and I was in the pit. Dude, I fucking jumped so high for that. John's like, I'm going to go take a piss. And John was kind of drunk at the time. And I was like, all right, man. So he was gone for a little bit. And like the first 5 minutes he was gone, they threw the thing in the air, and I jumped so fucking high for that thing, dude. The lady in the back, she was like, that was for me. I'm like, shut up, bitch. I've been saying that a lot lately because we've been getting a lot of storms here in Illinois. Really bad thunderstorms. Fucking past 3 days. Just piss pouring rain. I don't want to hear one motherfucker go, they're thirsty at all. Like, again. I love when people go, where's the snow? I can't wait for fall. Bitch, you were just saying fucking 6 weeks ago you're ready for the summertime. You're ready to do summertime things. And you know what you've done all summer, bitch? Nothing. So I'm sweating my ass off. I'm sweating my ass off for you, which I prefer to sweat than be cold. But I'll sweat my ass off for you because you wish for this, bitch. You wish for this. We're way overdue, though, for like a wet summer. Way overdue. I can't tell you how dry it's been, in my opinion. Like, I have a few friends who are farmers, and they're like, this is the wettest summer by far for the past few years. I think my friends like, this is the wettest summer in 6 years that they've had. And so they're very excited about that. A lot of their crops are fucking growing like crazy. It's hard to believe that we're almost in August. People start fucking harvesting around that time. Thank God I will not be here for that, because fuck that. I do not like harvest season. My allergies start acting up. Make me feel like a dirty slut every time I'm fucking sneezing. And I think I get more annoyed, not because I'm sneezing, but because you get a headache after a while from sneezing so fucking hard. It's like, can you imagine every time you came, you sneezed? Like, that's how annoying that is. I don't know how that's like comparable at all. But to me it is. I am only 22 minutes into this fucking podcast, and I just feel like I've been rambling about the dumbest shit possible. And my AC's not on because it's too nice to have the AC on, but I don't want to say some outrageous shit and have my fucking neighbors go, oh my god, this guy needs to be locked up for life. God, come on, let's think of something so fucked up. You ever like, you know what's weird? As I've gotten older, hairy pussy has become more attractive to me. I gotta say, like, only on certain women, though. Like, look, gingers, I don't fuck with gingers, honestly, with hair on their pussies. I don't know any gingers, I don't think, personally, but can you imagine, like, or a female, I should say. I don't know any female gingers, but all the female gingers out there, when you grow your pussy hair, does it look like a leprechaun's beard? Do you go, my latte, where's my gold? You know? God, fucking Irish people. I'm gonna react to this. I'm just to show I care, I guess. And then fucking, what was I talking? Oh, pussy, dude. I've recently I've been reading people's body language, and maybe I'm just like balls to the wall horny nonstop. But like, you can kind of tell people who are like getting good dick and who aren't, like towards the females. Obviously, you don't go up to them and be like, "Are you getting dick every night?" You know, like, I don't know. You could just kind of tell who's satisfied and who's not. You know, I have a friend, and you could totally tell that her boyfriend is laying completely good pipe because she just doesn't like flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? You could just tell by the way she holds herself, her and those incredibly bony shoulders. And you know, my people are like, "Would you ever tap that?" It's like, fuck no, because if I tap that, I'd have to fuck like I'm playing in the Super Bowl, dude. I don't know. I say that, but I would never. I'm not good at one night stands. After I just learned. Did I tell you guys on the last podcast about chlamydia? One of my friends, he's like, "Bro, I got the clap." I'm like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. Like, that sucks. Just know I'm not gonna treat you any differently, bro. Like, I kind of see this coming anyway." He's like, "What are you talking about?" was like, well, I kind of figured you were going to find out you had autism at some point. And he's like, I don't have autism, dude. I got chlamydia, the clap. And I was like, oh, dude, I truly did not know. I guess like that's just how unaware I am of like the sexual diseases anymore at this point. Like I'm very much like, I'm not fucking around at all. Like I'm bitch made. I can't be doing that. Like I just don't have it in me to like hook up with somebody and be like, all right, see ya. You know, like that's just not me. Like I want to stay, like sleep a little bit, you know, kind of tired. Because like when I bust a fat nut, dude, I'm tired. Like it feels like you know, like when you get a boost in a video game and you only get it like every certain amount of time. Fucking that's just kind of the thing that kind of makes me feel like, I don't know. I would feel bad too. Like, can you imagine me just falling asleep right after sex and it's a one night stand? I'm also like really germophobic too, believe it or not. Like the people who know me, like people are like, come on, invite people over. And it's like, please don't sit on my couch. Actually, you know what? Just go ahead and sit on the tile. I'm going to lay down some paper towels. Make yourself at home. I hate sharing clothing. Unless I'm dating you, then it's like a whole different like thing. I'm playing with my, never mind. Just gonna start playing with my fucking little bit of foreskin like it's hair like females do, you know? Just start stroking it. Fucking rap. I'm cut, so I don't have a lot of foreskin, but dude, what the fuck am I smoking? It's that propane, man. There's propane in the air. But I don't like people touching my clothing. I don't know. Like, just know if you're cold and I'm wearing a sweater and you're not, I'm going to tell you should have brought us another sweater because I'm not sharing mine. I don't care how clean you are, but maybe it depends on some level, like who you are, I guess. But for me, I'm not sharing. I don't know. I hate wearing other people's clothing too. Like it goes both ways. Like I'm not gonna give you my clothes, and I'm not gonna ask you for your clothes. I don't know where you've been. I know where I've been, but I don't trust you. So, that's a big thing for me. Yeah, let's talk about fucking sharing clothing, can we? Like, females. I don't know who needs to tell you this, but I don't think it's hot when you're wearing little Susie's bra because you didn't wash your shit. Ladies, just wear your own clothing, okay, please. My brother's sister, not my brother's sister, my friend's sister, he's kind of like a brother to me, was wearing her sister's bra. Totally does not fit her. Looked uncomfortable. And I'm not saying I was staring, but it's so hard to tell when you're trying to figure out what's boob and what's fat, right? Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. She's a little overweight, you know? Come on, Kylie. You're fucking 27. You still with your parents. Probably get a job and a boyfriend and leave. But no, she's like, yeah, I sent my other bra, so I threw this on because we had people coming over. I'm like, just go take the bra off at this point. I'm pretty sure you're doing us all a favor, and it was absolutely fucking disgusting. I don't know. It was just not the move. Fuck, what else has been going on with me lately? One of my friend's cats, I was over at her house with my friend's cats. I spent the night, and I kept hearing, like, running around, but it's her cat, you know? Like, her cat's weird. Her cat chooses to be a cat when she wants to be. Other times she thinks she's a dog. Sometimes she thinks she's Batman. Sometimes she thinks she's a person. So she's all over the place on what she thinks she is. But I woke up in the morning, and I decided to go to work. We both walk out in the living room. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, there's a dead mouse on the floor. And she's like, I'm like, that's probably what we heard. Then the cat was acting kind of weird in the middle of the night too, like messing with shit. And she's probably just excited to show us that she bought a mouse. I was scared. I'm glad she didn't bring it inside the bed, because could you imagine? First off, when I found a mouse, I hate mice. It must be like one of my ancestors' things going on there, because what was it, a year and a half ago? Me and Claudia, we woke up. I had to go to work. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I had to be there about a little bit earlier than normal. And I turned my light on my kitchen floor. There's a fucking mouse. My apartment, not dirty, not anything like that would attract mice. I believe it was coming from next door. And I turn on a light and I see the mouse. I scream like a little girl. I'm like, oh, Claudia, Claudia. You know, fucking trying to get her. She comes out of the bathroom and goes, wait, what's wrong? You could calm down, you know? And I'm like, there's a mouse on the floor. She goes, no, there's not. She peeks around the corner and she just starts screaming, going, ah, ah. You know, just fucking, I'm like, Claudia, calm down. Calm down. You need to get this thing out of my apartment. She goes, me? I was like, yes, you, bitch. Fucking, you said you were raised on a farm. Go throw this thing outside. And she's like, this is different. This isn't just like a normal pick up and throw out in the field. This is like I have to pick up, walk through your apartment, go out on the patio, and then hope to God I have enough time to throw it before it either attacks me or I drop it. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just not going to get lunch or anything. I just put my shoes on. I left it because I thought it was dead. It wasn't moving. And I was like, fuck it. Probably like got into something and it's going to die. I'll come home. I'll take care of it. I'll be more awake, right? I went to work the entire day. I went out to lunch that day too. And I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to go home. I'm going to fucking get my broom and dustpan. I'm going to sweep that fucking mouse up. And I'm going to launch that bitch into the cornfield and let the animals have it. Nah, I came home. That fucker was gone. I was scared out of my mind. Like, I was tiptoeing everywhere. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. Scared out. Oh, by the way, my ancestor's Italian. That's why I said that. Like, you know, Black Plague, stuff like that. Anyway, I start tiptoeing through my apartment. I'm, like, checking every corner. I'm, like, room clearing for a fucking mouse. I was so scared. I didn't see anything. And so after a certain point, I was like, maybe it went back through the wall. I haven't seen anything. I only saw it one time. I don't know where the fuck it went. We have an attic in our apartment, like condo area. So like, it's, like I said, it's not like a normal apartment. Like this is an open apartment. So it's not like you walk in to a normal apartment where it's like a building with buildings inside the building where you instantly smell Muhammad's fucking curry down the hall. No, this is just like an open breezeway kind of condo / apartment. So I don't smell my neighbor's shit, except for recently. Fucking the douchebag downstairs has been staying up super late at night, laughing his ass off. I could hear it through my floor. It's annoying. Fuck you, Jim. I'm reporting you for smoking cigarettes in your apartment because it's making my apartment stink. But no, never saw that mouse again. And so I realized though that underneath my sink there's a hole that goes to like a division. So my only guess is that. I think, if I remember correctly, the guy had a cat next door, and the guy left his cat with no one checking in on it, so it died. So I think the mice were just pulling a Star Wars thing and sleeping inside the fucking dead cat's body for warmth, because it was the middle of winter. So that's also like another thing to take into factor. I just thought I had a dirty apartment, so I deep cleaned the whole fucking thing, not realizing that hey, like it's fucking negative 10 degrees outside. These things are trying to get warm. So I miss being here for Christmas time, by the way. Just there's something about it. I'm gonna be gone again for Christmas, which is fine. Don't really have family to celebrate it with anyway, but I like being here in Illinois when it's fucking warm, you know, or when it's cold. There's just like a weird nostalgic feeling that I get, which by the way, am I the only person out there that it's like, hey, like there's certain Christmas songs that I cannot listen to because I instantly get fucking sad about it. Like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. There's just something about the melody that brings me back in time to like when therapy session right here, bitches. I'm gonna close my eyes. Like I can hear the song in my head, and I flash back to it being like Christmas Eve, and I'm like, you know, mom and dad are putting presents underneath the tree, you know, middle of the night, Santa Claus bullshit. You know, for the longest time, I knew Santa Claus just didn't exist. I thought growing up that, like, my dad thought that Santa exists. So I'm like, oh, he's just retarded. I gotta play along. And how I found out he didn't exist was, like, my mom was still around at the time. So I was, like, 6 years old. We were still living in the city at the time. And my brother woke me up. He's like, hey. He's like, come check this out. And so I walk out. And we look out, we peek around the corner in the hallway, and my parents are putting Christmas gifts underneath the tree. And so my little kid head, I was like, oh man, what the fuck, dude? 6 years old, that's when I found out? Are you fucking kidding me? So the next day, too, my parents tried pulling that shit. Oh, look what Santa got you. I'm like, give me that fucking gift, like pissed off. Yeah, Santa my ass. Santa working these 80 hours a week, Dad. Santa not seeing you like I see him. No, but I remember just that's how I found out, and I just flashed back to those, like, I guess, good memories, which I'm starting to realize the more I talk about it, the more I realize that those are actually shitty memories, but those are the best ones I could pull out of the pile. And that's growth. That's growth. I could, like, realize that, man. Like, I don't know. I can't wait to have kids because I'm going to break that cycle. And let me tell you something. If my kid finds out that Santa doesn't exist because his older brother or sister was being a fucking cuck, I'm gonna for Christmas, I'm personally gonna whoop that kid's ass in front of everybody. Be like, you want to tell people that Santa doesn't exist? You want to be that little fucking douchebag? I used to have a friend named Joseph. I'm not going to say his last name. I know he's in college football now. I'm not going to say his last name. We were really good friends. And he was convinced all the way up to sophomore year of high school that Santa Claus existed. And Joseph got picked on a lot for being an egghead. And his mom and dad are like, we're not going to destroy spirits. And I'm like, how do you have more faith in Santa Claus than you do God? I think he was like an atheist. He was like an atheist. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You just can't fucking favor this one guy. I don't think I know you. Do I know this person? I don't think I do. Why would you add me? This has got to be a bot. No, it's not. They started working at McDonald's in 2021. Let's add them back. Let's see if I know them. Any details? Any deets? Nothing? Let's message them. Do I know you? There we go. Watch be like some fucking fake account that like one of my friends made. One of my friends like, you have an Instagram. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have an Instagram. And they're like, yeah, you do. It's like with the spot, like it's like a picture. And I'm like, no, that is not me. That is not me, my guy. You are getting fucked. How come this? Okay, clearly there's like a red flag here. I just asked if I know them. We're gonna see if they respond back. I love when this shit happens and I'm on a podcast because I think it's funny. I get a good laugh out of it. Yeah, what was I talking about? Scrolling through Facebook right now. Someone has for listing dressers free to good home. Nightstand and dresser. These look pretty. Oh, fuck, dude. This thing looks like their dad beats them. Jesus Christ. That dog in the background's like, dude, I totally pissed on that thing. What are you doing? Oh my god. I had my first margarita, dude. Felt like a total slut drinking one.
If you serve the country.
Oh, whoa, chill out. Chill out, Army. This is not a fucking paid advertisement. Research shows more than half women have backup ex-boyfriends or friends. 7% in 2024. Holy fuck. Women are just like the biggest fucking piece of shit I know. They're like the only fucking people that could say they feel you. Like, men are just as bad. But I feel like we're better at just faking it until we love you again. You know, like, women are just terrible when it comes to, like, he's just a friend. And then most of the time, they're not just a friend. They're more than just that. And they're fucking behind your back. And you don't fucking, like, you try to trust them. Because women play that fucking like, women have men's balls in the back of their pocket non-stop. This is where I get heated, right? Not all of them, but I could tell you how many women, like, just fucking play men because they can. Or, like, they want to keep you around, or they do X, Y, and Z to get someone else's attention. But it doesn't fucking matter anyway because they got someone else giving it to them as it is. Shit just irks me. I don't know, dude. That shit just never made sense to me. And you know what? Same shit goes for most men, though. I'm not one of those guys. I'm gonna be honest. Just never have been. And I know a lot of my female friends aren't like that, but I know a lot of females that are. And it's fucking disgusting to me. Do better. I'm gonna end off this podcast here. I can't remember what the fuck I even talked about throughout this podcast. Oh, before I do, I want to address one topic that I did last podcast about if I was to run for president, I would make every immigrant citizen here. Do understand that there would be fucking laws put into place if I made them citizens, right? Like, I don't think people understand the logic that I had behind that statement, which is if I ran for president in 2063 or whatever, okay? Holy shit, I'd be 61 years old, dude. Oh my god. Anyway, if I ran for president, yes, I would make America great again, of course. Donald Trump 2024, everybody? Anybody? Okay. No, if I ran for president, I would do my best as soon as possible to make everybody citizens, because I know a lot of immigrants who are working under the table and stuff like that. Like, not personally, but you could just tell. Like, it's common sense, you know? You could just see it. And it's like the government's like, we'll keep them here only for elections and money to invest in us, make us better, you know? And it's like, I get that, but can you imagine how much better they would feel? Like, run a fucking background check. I mean, they're doing checks consistently all the fucking time. They're not stupid. Like, I guess, like, that also surprised me when it comes to, like, the school shootings and stuff and, like, gang members and shit. It's like, the government has access to all this shit, and yet they don't utilize it. It's like they see it coming 5 yards away, and they could totally prevent some of the shit that happens, but I feel like they just do it because it keeps the news, like, occupied. That's a conspiracy theory, though. Fucking... No, the logic behind if I was to run for president is, like, if I ran for president, I'd make these people citizens. So, number one, you don't have to worry about being deported. You put a bunch of work into a house, make it look good, make a neighborhood look good. You've been working for the fucking United States for over 10 years, dude. There's no need for you to worry if you're going to get fucking deported. I think that's just ridiculous. Especially if you've been a good person and your background check comes back clean, dude, just fucking get you a citizenship. You're going to pay more on taxes, which is going to bring up the average on what we pay. And the more I feel like at that point, if you add 20,000 people to fucking, I don't know, give me a boring ass Ohio, boring ass state. 20,000 people paying extra taxes, you probably could fucking bring down the tax a little bit on everybody. So yeah, you're gonna start off paying at 9 for the first year, and then when the census rolls around next year, we're gonna look at, okay, we have an extra 20 to 50,000 personnel. We could now lower it from like 0.9% tax and everything to like 0.7. You know what? The math is probably fucking impossible because our government cannot handle money for the life of it. But the idea is just like, I know people who've been here forever, their whole lives. They were brought here by their parents, and that's okay. Their parents are good people. They're good people. Their family's good, and they're not citizens. And it's like, you've been paying taxes. You've been doing your part. You're a good fucking person. Why can't you just be a citizen? You've been here your whole fucking life. Shouldn't you have the right to vote at that point? You kind of have say, you know? But let's be honest. That's the only reason why fucking Democrats keep them around is because they fucking know that if they got rid of every single one of them, they would, for the most part, not win an election. It's already looking like that as it is. And I'm not saying that that's all immigrants are good for. Immigrants are people as well. I mean, obviously there's good and bad and everything. There's good and bad in fucking America who are citizens. You know, like our crime rates through the roof, or women can't drive. I specifically have to say women because holy fuck, guys. Men may not be good with feelings, but man, you guys are not good with cars. Yeah, no, I don't know. Basically, I'm just trying to say that if I ran for president, I would want to change a lot of things. I would do my best to dumb it down because I'm a basic American. I didn't go to fucking law school. And I understand the fucking frustration of not understanding on why it takes them 10 years to become a citizen if they're good people, or versus like, or fucking the bills that they write. Like, dumb that shit down. Dumb it down for the average American. That's all I'm saying. I had two people get kind of heated about that topic. In which made no sense because it's like, bro, your family's immigrants. Wouldn't you want your family to not stress about worrying if they're going to get fucking taken away or not? Whew, that shit irks me. Remember Florida? They actually implemented that law where it's like, if you're an immigrant, you can't work after a certain date. I don't think they stuck to that because Florida would fucking be cooked. You know what, guys? At that point, just know if I ever run for president, do not use this podcast against me for the love of God. I do know I'm going to run as I would most definitely run as a Republican, I think, but do know that my ideas would be very moderate. I'd be looking out for the common man and woman going out there because especially coming from my generation. I think I could truly pull in a good majority of this generation that's following us and my generation, which is very important. My generation and the generation underneath you, those are the most important people to grab because they're the young population, right? Maybe you'd want to grasp you want to grasp every fucking spectrum of people here, like every generation. You want all the votes as possible. But I think like my generation and downward would be would make the most sense. Because you're paving the way. First off, Grandpa, who's 98 years old, should not have a say in who's president. You're not even gonna fucking be here, Grandpa. Jesus Christ. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Love you, Grandpa. I don't have one, but you probably do. But I think like if I was older and I was like, hey, I'm 97, grandson. Like, let's sit down and talk politics. What are you looking for in a president? And don't be biased. You know, like maybe that's just like the good heart of me. Like, who would you want me to vote for, and why would it benefit you? And you say, I want you to vote for so and so because they have plans to bring down property tax, so they have plans to help with interest rates. That honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I would be like, okay, I respect that decision. Let me do my research, and I'll get back to you in 2 days. And I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll vote for him because it's your future at this point. Once you hit a certain age, you have to look at, it's not about what you want after a fucking certain point. If you're 70 years old, it's not about you anymore. Like, yes, I want you to live on. I want you to be successful. Am I ignorant, dude? Am I being ignorant as fuck right now? It's not about you. It's about the generations after you that now has to deal with the next presidency, that now has to deal with the next Congress and Senate and fucking, whoever the fuck politicians run our states. I can't remember. Governors. It's no longer you. You shouldn't be voting for a guy who has nothing but good intentions, who's all about business, but he doesn't give a fuck about your lawn. But the other guy is the exact opposite, but cares about your lawn. You shouldn't vote for that guy who cares about your lawn because he's not going to give a fuck, and you're not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it sounds fucked up, but I'm thinking, like, long term. Like, if you're 98, ask yourself, are you going to push 100? You know how random that is? Like, am I being disrespectful? No disrespect, by the way, at all. I'm just going to say that right now. This is just me rambling my ass off. But I'm just saying, like, look out for your younger generation. Vote for who's going to actually be fucking useful, and just don't vote because you're like, yeah, Donald Trump, man. And you're fucking, you got to really think about who you want. So someone, like, I've talked to people that are like, I go in and I circle all R's, or I circle all D's. They're fucking autistic. First off, if you do that, you're stupid as fuck. Okay? Don't vote for just because it's your football team. All right? Vote because it's your life depends on it at that point. Like, you're saying, okay, I'm voting for this guy because this guy is going to start war. Or I'm voting for this guy because he's going to try to stop paying so much on taxes versus this guy who has nothing planned but to raise them. So for the love of fuck, dude, pay attention to who you're voting for. Don't go in and just vote all R's. Don't vote all D's. Okay, holy shit. I think I've stressed that enough. I think I've beaten the horse. I think, I don't know. I don't even remember what I talked about for the last 8 minutes, but I'm going to say this. Thank you guys for, we lost a subscriber, which means I think they didn't like that brisket reminds me of black pussy joke. I like brown women. Sorry, guys. That's just kind of who I am. I mean, I like some white, don't get me wrong, but brown is my go-to. Brown, I've learned that brown pussy is probably like the best when it comes to everything. I don't know. Anyway, moving forward. Thank you guys for just sticking around. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that this has just been a clusterfuck. I'm trying to just subtly drop hints on what's going on in my life, but without fully exposing it yet. I'm not ready. And also I'm kind of still going through a breakup and stuff, and it's most nearly not as bad. I feel blessed, but just kind of still going through that. I've had a busy July. I'm glad I got to take you guys through this. I might try to push out some reels going on here. I don't know. But other than that, like, I'm sorry it's been a hot minute since I've uploaded a podcast. Like I said, do understand I'm a busy person, so this is just everything that's happening right now is completely last minute for me. Do understand that, so it frustrates me as much as it frustrates you probably if you look forward to this podcast. Stick around, don't stick around. I really don't give a fuck. All right. I'm gonna share the words of the wise from my Aunt Tony. A person who owes you money is a person who owes you a favor. Remember that. So if someone owes you money, they owe you a favor. Or they could just pay you back the money. With no interest, though? Sorry, buddy boy. You took 10 years to pay off this loan. I charged no interest. I'll gladly take my $200 back. But you must take out the gas station cashier. Just kidding. Don't do that. Other than that, guys, I'm going to wrap up the fucking podcast here. I can't remember what I talked about, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And I will talk to you guys later.